Hollywood creates legends, but it also knows how to make them vanish. Some stars walk away quietly, others are pushed out, and some disappear so completely, fans don't even realize they're gone. Today, we're looking at 10 stars who suddenly disappeared from Hollywood, and the real reasons behind their vanishing acts. Jack Gleason. He became world famous as King Joffrey in Game of Thrones. But the fame came with a dark side. Jack hated the attention, the online hate, and the pressure. So after his final episode, he completely stepped away from acting and returned to a quiet life in Ireland. No red carpets, no Hollywood deals, just peace. Shelley Duvall's performances in The Shining and Popeye were unforgettable, but the emotional toll of the industry, especially the intense pressure, pushed her away. She disappeared for decades, battling personal struggles in isolation. Her story is one of Hollywood's saddest vanishings. Rick Moranis. He was one of the biggest comedy stars of the 80s, Ghostbusters, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Spaceballs. Then, he vanished. After the death of his wife, Rick stepped away from Hollywood to raise his children, choosing family over fame. He never returned to acting for decades, and fans still wonder what his comeback would have been like. Gene Hackman, an Oscar-winning icon, a Hollywood powerhouse, and then, in 2004, he retired permanently. Gene Hackman didn't fade, he cut the lights himself. No farewell tour, no final movie. He simply stopped and never came back. He now spends his time writing and living a quiet life far from the cameras. Cameron Diaz. For years, Cameron Diaz was everywhere. Charlie's Angels, The Mask, Shrek, Bad Teacher. Then, without warning, she vanished. The pressure, the non-stop work, the loss of privacy. She walked away to protect her mental health and start a peaceful life outside the spotlight. She stayed gone for almost a decade, leaving fans stunned. Frankie Muniz. Malcolm in the Middle made him a household name. But after years of pressure, health struggles, and burnout, Frankie Muniz stepped back from acting. He found peace in racing cars, family, and business. Hollywood wasn't fun anymore, so he left it behind. Bridget Fonda. She was one of Hollywood's brightest actresses in the 90s. Then, in 2002, after a car accident and declining interest in fame, she quit completely. For over 20 years, Bridget Fonda has not acted in a single movie. She avoids Hollywood entirely, living a private, quiet life. Jennifer Grey. Dirty Dancing made Jennifer Grey a global icon. But after a controversial cosmetic procedure changed her appearance, Hollywood turned its back on her. Roles disappeared, offers stopped, and one of the most recognizable faces in film history slowly faded from the spotlight. Phoebe Cates. She was a superstar in the 80s, loved for Gremlins and Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Then, she vanished. Phoebe chose family life over Hollywood life, deciding she didn't want the chaos anymore. She quietly retired and never looked back. Mara Wilson. She was the adorable face of Matilda and Mrs. Doubtfire. Fans expected a long Hollywood future. Instead, Mara Wilson walked away, describing the industry as toxic and damaging for kid actors. She chose writing and a private life instead of fame, and she has no desire to ever come back. Some disappearances are heartbreaking, some are peaceful, and some are warnings about the price of fame. But each of these stars teaches us one thing. Sometimes, the brightest lights shine only for a moment. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us again as we uncover more stories of the fallen stars.